Hi everybody, I'm Marlo Park Biologist with Summit Metro Parks. Thanks for joining us for our At Home in Nature series. Today I'd like to talk to you about honeybees. Here we can see the queen honeybee. She's right here. She looks very different than the rest of the bees. She moves very differently across the frame. She has a very long abdomen full of eggs. When a queen is first hatched, she goes out for a mating flight. She comes back in 3 to 5 days, and she has all the eggs in her abdomen that she needs for the duration of her lifespan. A queen will do well laying eggs for a couple of years, maybe longer. You can see that she's sticking her head down inside cells. She's checking those cells to see if they're empty, and she's looking for places to lay her eggs. You can see that the rest of the bees are very attentive to her as they're touching her, cleaning her, feeding her when she needs to eat. As they touch her, they're picking up her chemical pheromones, and then as they move about the hive, they spread those pheromones, indicating to all the other bees that the queen is still active and laying. If something happens to this queen, the worker bees will utilize the eggs that she has laid to make a new queen. She'll deposit 1 egg per cell, and the process will begin for a new honeybee to develop. These worker bees are tending to the brood. There can be eggs, larvae. If we look closely down inside this cell at just the right angle, you'll see eggs. At the very bottom, the queen puts her abdomen down inside the cell and lays the egg at the bottom. When the cell hatches in 3 days, the honeybees, workers, will begin feeding the larvae until it's time for them to cap the cell over. You can see a larva in there, right underneath the honeybee. Those are fairly large. Those will be capped soon. The little cells that you see that have caps on top of them, there's a developing bee under there that will hatch in just a few days. At that time, the remainder of the development of the bee happens, and then the bee will hatch. It takes 16 days to produce a queen. It takes just a few extra days to produce a worker bee. For more content like this, please visit summitmetroparks.org or find us on your favorite social media platform. Thanks for joining us.